Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for joining us on TCM as 31 Days of Oscar rolls on, quite literally tonight. For 31 days this year, we're programming like this. One day we had Oscar Goes to Paris. Another was Oscar Goes Bad. Earlier today, it was Oscar Goes to the Laboratory. Tonight, Oscar rolls on because Oscar goes for a drive. Our lineup of Academy Award nominees, where cars play a critical role, begins with an Oscar winner for Best Picture, the story of the complicated relationship between a Southern Jewish widow and her African-American chauffeur over 25 years in civil rights era Atlanta. From Warner Brothers in 1989, Driving Miss Daisy. Based on a Pulitzer Prize-winning play by Alfred Urey, who won an Oscar for his adapted screenplay, Driving Miss Daisy stars Jessica Tandy in the title role, and she won the Best Actress Oscar. Morgan Freeman, who originated the role on stage, co-stars as her driver, Hoke. For the film, Freeman earned a nomination for Best Actor, though he lost to Daniel Day-Lewis for My Left Foot. The film picked up a third acting nomination, Best Supporting Actor, for an enormously talented performer, mostly associated with comedies, Dan Aykroyd. This was his first dramatic role, playing Daisy's son. The 25 years Driving Miss Daisy covers are as critical a quarter-decade stretch as we've had in America, certainly in the 20th century, 1948 to 1973, as Daisy and Hoke navigate the post-war American South during the heart of the Civil Rights Movement. Through it all, Freeman keeps driving Daisy in one signature period car after another, from a maroon 1949 Hudson Commodore sedan to a black 1955 Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special sedan onto a blue 1965 Cadillac Calais sedan. Those classics, along with all the others, makes this movie a car lover's dream. I knew none of those cars. The only car I really love is my own. My dad always said all a car needs to do is get you from A to B, has to be safe, has to have a radio. As the years went by and he moved to sweltering summers in Washington, D.C. just before I was born, he added that a car also needed air conditioning. Driving Miss Daisy became the most nominated movie in 1989, 9 nominations, winning 4. In addition to Best Picture, Best Actress, and Best Adapted Screenplay, it won for Best Makeup. Here it is from 1989, directed by Bruce Beresford, Driving Miss Daisy. Driving Miss Daisy was directed by an Australian filmmaker, Bruce Beresford, who inspired a joke during Billy Crystal's opening monologue as host of the Academy Awards in 1990. Crystal refers to Driving Miss Daisy as the movie that apparently directed itself, since it was nominated for 9 Oscars, including Best Picture, but Bruce Beresford was not nominated for Best Director. More famously, Crystal repeated the line in song 2 years later, referring to the Prince of Tides and its director, Barbra Streisand. 7 nominations on the shelf. Did this film direct itself? We're not talking about the Prince of Tides. Why did I do that? Having a movie nominated but not having the director nominated is not that uncommon an occurrence, especially now with more nominees for Best Picture than Best Director. What is rare is when the director of the Best Picture winner is not nominated. That has only happened 6 times, 2 of them a long time ago. Wings from 1927, directed by William Wellman. Grand Hotel from 1932, directed by Edmund Goulding. Nearly 6 decades later, it happened again with Bruce Beresford for Driving Miss Daisy. And then it's happened 3 times since then. Argo from 2012. Ben Affleck was not nominated for an Oscar, but won the BAFTA, the Golden Globe, and the Directors Guild's top honor. Amazing. The last 2 were Green Book from 2018, directed by Peter Farrelly, and Coda from 2021, directed by Sean Hayter. Jessica Tandy's Best Actress win for Driving Miss Daisy at the age of 80 made her the oldest winner of an acting Oscar, until 82-year-old Christopher Plummer won for Beginners from 2011. Then Anthony Hopkins at 83 took it from Plummer with his win for The Father, released in 2020, but Jessica Tandy remains the oldest actress to win. Coming up, Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman hit the road in director Barry Levinson's 1988 classic Rain Man. It is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Rain Man, then Bullet, and later, Grand Prix. Oscar takes the checkered flag tonight.